Welcome back, America. I'm Hugh Hewitt, joined by Ashley Klingensmith. Now, Ashley is a terrific get because she's the vice president of Americans for Prosperity, and tax day is right around the corner. But my reservation, Ashley, I read your bio. You are from Pittsburgh. Now, you had the good sense to go to Ohio for college at Denison. Then you went back to Duquesne, which is in Pittsburgh. I think you live in Pittsburgh. I think you are a Steelers fan.
Sir.
Am I right? Are you a Steelers fan?
Unapologetically, Hugh, yes.
You and Selena Zeno are the banes of my broadcast career. We let Yinzers in all the time, but we let Yinzers in around tax day when they know about tax day. What's AFP doing to underscore tax day robbing Americans blind this year?
Yeah, listen, I don't have to tell your audience, it is painful every single year when tomorrow rolls around, but we are letting folks know next year could be even worse if the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act is not extended. Tomorrow, we are going to have the heartbeat of our organization, our grassroots, activating across 30 states nationwide. We are hosting 60 grassroots events. We're going to be in districts where we've got members who have been on the record supporting these tax cuts being extended. We are going to give them reinforcement, some air cover. And then for the guys and gals who have failed to support this critical legislation and relief that folks went out in droves for in November, we're holding their feet to the fire tomorrow and making sure they feel the heat.
Now, Ashley, the budget passed last week, and that's great news. But now we need the reconciliation bill, and Olivia from the Wall Street Journal, Beavers, was telling me that's one big bill, then two. And that one's, even though it only requires 51 votes, that's the part that has got the small print in it. How do you feel about when that's going to get to the president's desk?
Yeah, listen, that's exactly right. Reconciliation, and especially in the House, is written across 11 committees of jurisdiction. But at the end of the day, we are asking folks of living and residing in districts of all persuasions. And by the way, we've got 535 members between the House and the Senate to scale their voice. Go to protectprosperity.com, sign that petition there, share your story about how you have been positively impacted by this legislation and how a major tax hike, we're talking $4 trillion over the next decade here in Pennsylvania, that's $2,394 of a federal tax bill increase next year if Congress does not act for the average PA household. So this is consequential. It is going to have a real adverse impact if Congress cannot get this done.
ProtectProsperity.org. ProtectProsperity.org. That's where people get the petition. Where do they find out where the events are being held, Ashley?
That's right, on that website as well, or you can simply shoot us an email, info@afphq.org. I will field that, send you to the right place, but definitely protectprosperity.com. Check that out. Again, we are also asking for people to share their story there. We have collected scores. We are sharing them, many cases in district offices tomorrow. Congress has now gone home for Easter and the Passover holiday. And so we are definitely going to be heading into district offices, scaling the voices of folks in real time and many of the stories that have been shared right on that website.
Now, Ashley, we got a lot of Yinzers listening, so we have to slow down and make sure that they get it right. Is it, give me the website, whether it's .org or .com. I want to make sure protectprosperity.what?
.com. You got it.
Protectprosperity.com. Ashley, there was some talk last week about raising the rate on the highest earners. I hate that idea. That reintroduces class warfare. We need to flatten the rates, not raise them. What do you think? Is AFP against that? I assume it is.
Absolutely. Look, we Spurring jobs is what we got from the 2017 legislation. 5 million jobs added between December of 17 until the pandemic hit in February of 20. You saw higher income, real wages and salaries were an estimated $3.6 trillion higher than projected prior to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, and at least 870,000 Americans received immediate bonuses of $1,000 or more. This legislation was good for main streets across the nation. That is what the extension is going to do as well.
And more. It will do more. Americans for Prosperity is a great sponsor. Head to protectprosperity.com. Forgive her sins for being a Steelers fan. Protectprosperity.com. I'll be right back, America. Stay tuned.